Hello, this is going to be a very serious video. I'm going to ask that you do continue to watch because it's something that's very important to me and I love you all dearly. And this is something I want to get off my chest because stuff's about to change around here, guys. I am suddenly very popular this evening. My phone won't stop pinging. I'm sat very close to the camera. This is such a weird video to make. It's making me nervous. I'm like the girl who goes to church and read her Bible. Okay, right, damn it. I had a full script planned, like in my head, and now it's just all sort of gone, really. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's start again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are yet to decide. It is currently 10:25 on the night of the 6th of February 2019. In this video I'm going to be discussing something that is very important to me. This isn't one of my usual chatty, upbeat, fun videos, but it's important to me, and that's why I'm going to ask you all to just continue watching. And I might put some funny bloopers at the end. You never know. Who knows what we're in store for. So yeah, please continue to watch. Please. So hello, welcome to this video. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't even know how I'm going to go about doing it. I've tried to make this video maybe like 11 times now. I'm losing count and I'm losing the will to live. It's very late at night. I'm sat in an empty room. If you've seen my other videos, you know that there's usually cameras on these shelves and something in this corner and a bed where I would usually be sat. And if you are eagle-eyed, you'll see that down here. There's stuff. That's a suitcase. There's no furniture in my house. I am moving. I'm leaving my little quaint town of heaven that I love in a weird way. I've been here for like 15, 14 years, whatever. 12, I don't know. I've been here for a long, long time. And I'm leaving here and I'm moving to Sunderland. But that's not the issue that I wanted to discuss, because moving isn't really part of the problem. It's the circumstances in which I have to move. So if you've watched one of my older videos entitled Tea Time with Lauren, you'll know that in that video I discussed going away for a weekend, going down to London with my mum and my sister, going on a spa weekend, going to see Book of Mormon, and basically having what I'd still class as one of the best weekends of my life. Something I didn't put in that video and didn't discuss was what happened when I came home that night. I got back from London on the Sunday. That is the day I possibly regard as one of the worst of my life. When we got back, it was announced that night that my mum and dad would be getting a divorce. Which, if anyone watching this has been through a divorce, that's pretty crap. It's a pretty crap thing. And this is something I have been dealing with, and God, I'm not going to swallow my pride and say it, struggling with, yeah, since back into September, and it's now 10:25 on the 6th of February 2019. So it's, you know, I did, yeah. It sounds weird saying it for me, like making a video about the whole concept of divorce, because when I think about it, it pales in comparison to a lot of the other issues that people I know are dealing with. You know, a lot of other crap that's out there in that big, nasty, fat, wide world. But that doesn't make it any less important to me, and it's still one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with. More so because of the effect that it's took on my life and how it's affected those around me and the relationships around me, evidently. And, you know, if anyone who's watching this has been through it, knows someone who's been through it, or just generally knows the first thing about it, you will know what a terrible, awful environment it can create, and what an awful mind and headspace it can put yourself or somebody in And that is the worst, and that is the issue here that I want to discuss. Because on the first things that I did was come to the Google, come to the YouTube, and be like, okay, I need to know the ins and outs of divorce, I need to know how to handle this. And it wasn't the first time I'd been faced with this issue. You know, the concept of it came up now, it would have been 3 or 4 years prior. You know, and it was my dad who wanted the divorce, and it has honestly sort of shook both me and my mum to our core and totally changed the way we see things now. And this is not me bad mouthing my dad in any way. I love that man and I respect him, and I understand that this divorce is something that needed to happen so that both him and my mum can go off and live their best lives. And be happy and be healthy. It's just not something that he feels they can do together anymore. And you know, from that there has been this very awful sort of turn of events over the last 6 months. So you know, I've had all of this going on while I've been dealing with college and exams and a whole host of drama within my friendships and my relationships that unfortunately I no longer have either. And it's been such a rocky, awful couple of months, and I feel like this isn't something that's discussed enough. The effect on us, the kids of divorce, isn't discussed enough. I found one video which talks about the children of divorce, which is, I might get a t-shirt with it on. You know, and how it affects us both mentally and physically as well. I will link the video, go and watch it. The woman who does it explains it a goddamn sight better than I can. But you know, when you're in this awful environment and there's arguments and there's disagreements, whether it's about money or how assets are going to be split or what happens with the house, and everything in it, which I know is certainly something that I have had to deal with during this whole process. You know, she talks about that, how it affects us and how it can break us because it's not our problem. You know, I know for me, having this announced in what was perceived always to be quite a happy marriage and one that was built on solid foundations, to have that be totally shook and broken, and to watch that break down in front of you, I can't even tell you what that does to a person. And I've kept quiet because it's not your problem. That is the way you look at it, and that is the way you see it. You're just the child here. But that's not the case. That is not the case, and that is something I want to try and get across to people here. You know, like, if any of you watching this at home are going through this, then my heart goes out to you tenfold, because I know how you feel. I know how it is, and I think divorce is not something you can truly understand unless you are in it. It is not something that is quite as fathomable. You can't fathom it unless you fully understand it. Unless you're in it, you can't get it. And it's as simple as that. And people can try and be there, and they can give you all the help in the world, and you, if you're anything like me, are going to push them away. You are going to be like, no, it's not your problem, because I know I try and take the full weight of the world on my shoulders. You know, I've kept this quiet for 6 months. I can literally count the amount of people I've told on my hand. You know, I literally told only the people I was closest to, who, the way I see it, this is something that would affect their lives as well, because this house was, oh my god, I can't even tell you how full of life it always will remain for me anyway. You know, it was, you know, during the summer, everyone would pile around here and there would be barbecues, and we had after prom here, and people would come back after nights from school and would sit in the garden and just eat pizzas and do normal things. And then come September, that was gone. I couldn't do that anymore. And I have to explain to the people that I cared so much about why, having to swallow my pride and do that, near impossible. Near impossible. And it's just, I know, I needed to make this video, I feel like, to get it off my chest, because then it's just, it's hard trying to find the words, I suppose, to say, to try and explain this, because like I've said, you can't really fathom it unless you're going through it. But if you know someone who's going through this, you have to be there for them the best you can, because I know that without the people who are closest to me, I don't know what I would be. I don't know the state I would be. And I know that for my mum, at her lowest point, where she, you know, the man that she has loved for 20 plus years of her life, to find out that this isn't something he can do anymore, that feeling of being alone like that, that is the worst thing. And to see her like that, that broke my heart. And to see, you know, if you're going through this, to see one of your family members, one of your, I think it was your mum or your dad, to see them like that, what that'll do to you as well. Oh man, it's ridiculous. Just the whole concept of it, like, my battery's gonna die. Fantastic. Yay. The whole crux of this video is, I've been dealing with a lot of crap for 6 months now, and it's been hard, and it has took both an emotional and physical toll on not only myself, but my mother and my dad, to everyone who's been involved. And my whole family unit has been rocked and riveted, and I'm having to leave what was the most beautiful house, most beautiful home, in an area that I'm happy in, that I'm familiar with, and move somewhere that I don't know. I know nobody in Sunderland, and that's scary and that's daunting, but I have not and will not give up hope that I'm going to be okay, because that is what, as humans, that is what us humans need to do. We've just got to have that little bit of faith. But I have every confidence that myself and my mum can make a lovely home and a wonderful life for ourselves in Sunderland. And I know that my dad, who is going to grow from this and become the best version of himself that he can be, has done what he needs to do to look after himself. And that might seem selfish, but he's been unhappy. And if you know me personally, I haven't said it so much on camera, but I'm a frequent user of the phrase look after number one, and make sure that you are number one, and you've got to do what's best by you. And this is what he's done. And granted, the consequences are detrimental to me, my mum. I applaud him for doing what he needed to do. But that has been the hardest thing to deal with for the past 6 months. And I don't know. So here I am at like 11:15 or whatever goddamn time it is now, making this rambling video, trying hopefully to help somebody out there. It's just, this is the worst thing that I've been through. And to anyone who's been through this before me and is still here and is still going and has grown from this and rose from this, like we all will, I applaud you, and you have my utmost respect. because this is shit. This is really shit. And tonight is my last night in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house before the rest of my life in this house in Sunderland. So yeah, thank you for watching, for listening, for allowing me to rant and get this off my chest. There will be much more exciting, funnier videos coming your way soon. I promise, I promise, I promise. Now that this is off my chest, I can be honest about what's going on. I can tell you people what the crack is all the time, but this has just been it for 6 months and it's been bad. But here I am, like a phoenix, rising from the ashes. One YouTube video at a time. Oh, that's really cringe. But no, thank you very, very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and do all that jazz and follow me, and it'll be in the description. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's really late. It's been a long, hard 6 months of packing up boxes and getting rid of stuff and dealing with things, and I just need a good ass nap. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and I love you all. See you in the next video, I guess. I look like I'm standing in nothing. I guess I sort of am. This is the following day, we're on the 7th of February now. I move out today. My house is now entirely empty and I'm leaving to go to college and do a show, and this is the last time that I will ever be in this house. It's a big echo. This is it. This is my last moment in this house. I have my things here, which are coming to college with me for the show. But every room is now empty and it's weird and it's making me uncomfortable. There's the odd bits and bobs left, but everywhere it's just abandoned and very echoey. So yeah. That's that. That is my time in 2 Canning Street heaven, over and done with. And I guess that brings me to the end of this video entirely. So thank you all for watching, thank you for tolerating my rambling, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I promise my next videos will be more enjoyable. All the love, guys.